Means I should get things ready and on the go here. This is the Consolation Cup final, and this always comes on a little earlier than I would expect. But what am I? What can you do, right? What am I going to do? So let's see here. Normally I would have the laptop a little closer as well. Sorry if you can't hear me. I'll try to be ready momentarily. I don't want to be. I don't want to just have several minutes of nothingness, so I will try to kick this into high gear here ASAP. But yeah, this is it, and this is actually I was just thinking moments ago. Just thoughts. I guess I'll just share what I had in, what came to mind is that this is the first project I think, not really, but kind of the first. I don't know, major. It's the biggest project anyway since I started the channel, like the one with the highest number of games that I've done start to finish, basically in the history of the channel. I had some other projects that were on the go when I decided to start a channel that I concluded with some playoffs and things like that. But this will be the first one that I actually conclude on the channel, and I'm trying to figure out actually how to. I'll get another sub. Great. Um, what am I trying to say here? How to find myself live. Okay. So there should be at least one viewer at all times because I'll be monitoring this here myself. Okay, yes, I'm a few minutes or a few seconds rather behind. Anyway, I guess it's just me for the time being, and that's completely understandable and totally okay. Oh, Rob's doing a Seattle. Are they? See, with the time zones, it's weird. Are the Seattle Kraken drafting right now? If so, I have timed this horribly. Anyway, yeah, because I guess over on Rob exclamation mark his channel. This is the only. Do I see any? Is anyone else live right now? Rob is live. Okay. Well, Rob, don't know if you'll ever hear this. You aren't subbed or anything, but best of luck with that. Obviously, goes without saying. I hope that stream goes really well. I guess I know where Alan Shaw is probably at the moment. And anyway, that I finally. It's one of those things too. I want again. I'm going to just talk about unrelated stuff for a moment here. Some current present hockey, because whatever. Nobody's watching except for that one would be me watching myself, kind of. But the Seattle Kraken, that expansion tool and cap friendly. I used it a couple of times this morning to do a couple of Seattle expansion teams, and I guess just a couple of observations or thoughts on it. One, I'm really glad actually that I didn't discover that until, well, just last night or just I no I had discovered it before, but I'm glad that I hadn't actually tried to use it. Like I had heard of it and heard about it, but when I actually tried it out this morning, I realized that it can be pretty addictive. And not only that, but I found that all of my teams were well under the cap floor. Looking at actually some of the established, like you say, your 3-5 million annually and greater contracts, I really sort of felt that there were slim pickings among them, or at least personally, if I was a GM, I think I'd probably just use the expansion draft to sort of pluck some of the better, more youthful players and some of the cheaper contracts off of the 30 teams that are, making some players available in that draft. I didn't really feel like there were many eligible higher contracts. And honestly, too, and I think that's one thing that you can't really do with the cap friendly. I'm pretty sure that Seattle does not have to draft to the cap floor today. I could be mistaken on that, but I'm pretty sure that they can draft a cheap roster, and then they can go out and get to the cap floor by signing some free agents, unrestricted free agents, that sort of thing. So anyway, this year again, I should have a marker ready. This is for a tally. I'll just use the same color. I'll use red. So this year, this is going to be it. This will be the final little run here for this project. It is the somewhat underdog here, Boston Bruins of 1983 up against the Rangers in 1972. Of course, the Rangers in 1972 would have been up against the favorite. The Bruins would have been the favorite then, and my goodness, it looks messier than ever. Anyway, whatever. I can't do anything about that now. So this is almost 5 minutes old, so I think it's time to roll away with this one, right? And Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band song just went through my head there, the chorus line therein. Anyway, so for this first game, it's going to be at MSG. Scoring chances are arrived at with a roll of 33 or below. I went and played back one of the semifinals. I think the Montreal Boston one that I used the dice tower in, and I decided that there's just a little too much. I don't know. I might have to put the foam lining back in that plastic tower. It just doesn't sound all that nice to me, all that pleasant to me anymore. Anyway, so let's get things going here. I'm going to do my best just to shake well. I make no guarantees about that, but kicking things off here with a 22, we will get a scoring chance. And you know what? I didn't even have the clock ready. My goodness. And normally I would pause the camera at this time, so oh boy. Oh boy. And here I thought I was good to go. I thought I usually, and I've said this before, of course, Wednesday after work, I'm usually pretty burnt out. And then Thursdays and Fridays, I can kind of coast to the finish line. Not really coast to the finish line, but those are just lighter days for me. But I don't know. I slept really well last night. I slept in quite late this morning, actually. And so I just kind of thought that I would just be able to, I don't know, just be able to do this. And yeah, so anyway, let me try to zoom in actually a little bit before I get going here. And again, it is really, really touchy. So yeah, that is quite touchy. Sorry if you're watching this. I think that's a little better actually. A little more ice level. Maybe pull this back a little bit here. And so with that roll of a 22, so that first roll there took me a minute and a half to process through. It's going to be a scoring chance for one team or the other. And so in the follow-up roll here, I have a 24. That's going to be a chance actually for Boston. So first chance here, the Consolation Cup final. We'll go to the Boston Bruins with the 3 and the 3. They're unsuccessful on it. And with the follow-up 3 and the 3, I'm a terrible dice roller. We have another scoring chance. And this one is going to go to the 25. This is going to go to the Boston Bruins again. The Bruins this time with a 3 and a 4, also unsuccessful in this. The Bruins trying to apply pressure early, maybe somewhat like Carolina against Tampa Bay here in 2021. With the 44, we don't get a scoring chance in that next roll. With the 23, we advance 2 more minutes, and we have another scoring chance with a roll of 54. It's going to be New York's first chance here in Game 1. New York with 1 and the 3, and of course, after a couple of unsuccessful Boston Bruins chances, New York capitalizes on theirs and scoring the goal for New York. Yes, I'm going to try to blitz through this rather quickly in case it goes 7. And plus, it could get too late, and I could get too tired otherwise. So it's going to be Vic Hadfield here with the goal. And there will be a pair of assists on Vic Hadfield's goal. The first assist with the 3:31 goes to Brad Park. So Hadfield from Brad Park. And at 6:34, that is Phil Goyette. So Hadfield from Brad Park and Phil Goyette. Here, the time of the goal is 12. So here at 6:12 of the first period. So the Rangers strike first here in the series. 2 more off the clock. Without a chance. Another minute. There will be a chance here just past minute 9 with the roll of 15. It's Boston's chance. Boston with the 1-1. Unsuccessful once more here. So another minute comes off the clock. And another 3 off the clock here, so we have another scoring chance. 65, once again, Boston. They've had 4 of the first 5 scoring chances here in Game 1. And with a 6 and a 2, look at that. The Boston Bruins here have tied the game in the first period. We are still. And scoring for the Boston Bruins, let's see here, 6:35. 6:35, it's going to be Craig McTavish. That might be his first goal all playoffs. McTavish, 1 assist on his goal. 4:11 for the assist means Keith Crowder. So Craig McTavish from Keith Crowder. Time of the goal, 49 here at 13:49 in period 1. We have a 1-1 hockey game. 2 more off the clock. Without a chance, we stay in the same minute here, and we still stay in the same minute. There will be a chance this time. 65, once again, Boston, 5 of the first 6 scoring chances in this game. With the 5 and the 6, Boston is going to take a 2-1 lead here in Game 1 at MSG here late in the first period. Scoring for Boston this time, we have a 463. That is Peter McNabb. Peter McNabb, who I think has like 10 assists and barely any goals. Anyway, McNabb, there's going to be 2 assists on his goal this time. 425. That will be Keith Crowder. So Peter McNabb, Keith Crowder with another assist. I think there are 2 assists on this one. There was only 1 assist in the other one, I think. But 6:45 here. That is going to be McNabb from Crowder and either Cashman or O'Reilly. That's going to go to Terry O'Reilly, actually. So O'Reilly was another point, and it's 2-1 Boston. We stay in the same minute. This time, 41, it's going to be a Rangers chance to tie here within the very same minute, and they succeed. So it's going to be a 2-2 hockey game here relatively late in the first period. Scoring for the Rangers, the game-tying goal, 663. A lot of lower in the lineup. That's Ab DeMarco Jr. He has nothing. I actually rolled through a season with Ab DeMarco Sr. for the 1946-47 New York Rangers. He was pretty productive. His junior counterpart, I assume they're father and son. Pretty sure they are. His junior counterpart is not as productive for the 72 Rangers team. Anyway, he got the goal here, so 2 assists on his goal, 524 for the initial is going to Bill Fairburn, and the secondary assist, we have 536, which is Ted Irvin. So Fairburn and Irvin here have assisted on DeMarco Jr.'s goal. And the time of this goal, I might have to adjust the initial one. So actually, I don't know if I got a time in the Boston goal. So 36. So 36, and this is 26. I guess we can have 2 goals 10 seconds apart in game one. I think that's dramatic enough for you for a Consolation Cup final. Almost slipped and said Stanley. Anyway, 3 minutes off the clock here, just past minute 18. No chance. We're going to go into the first minute of the second period. It is a 2-2 game after period one. And so we have 3 more minutes off the clock now. Scoring chances, we need to be 33 or lower. 33 will suffice here, 33 exactly in a minute 5 of period 2. With the 23, that's going to be a chance for Boston once more. They've certainly gotten the greater number of chances thus far in the game. And with the 4 and the 5, Boston unsuccessful on their chance. We advance. 1 more minute and another chance. This time with the 53, it goes New York's way. New York with the 2 and the 3. So Boston here, more chances, but at a far lower rate. And the Rangers have been more successful on theirs. And scoring this time for the New York Rangers, we have a 6:26. That means it's going to Bobby Rousseau. Bobby Rousseau, the Bobby Rousseau factor. There you go, Larry, if you catch this live and or after the fact. Rousseau here, we have a couple of assists on his goal, 6:31. That's going to either Gene Carr or Phil Goyette. That's going to go to Gene Carr. Rousseau from Gene Carr. And 4:53 is Dale Rolfe. So Rousseau from Gene Carr and Dale Rolfe here. The time of the goal in the second period here at 6:42. So we're going to take 3 more minutes off the clock here now, just past minute 9, almost at the halfway point here. Game 1, 3-2 Rangers. We're going to stay just past minute 9 with the 32. It's another Rangers roll. And the Rangers with a 2 and a 6 here, and they've taken a 2-goal lead at MSG. So scoring this time for the Rangers. Let's see here, 6:11 is going to be Ted Irvin. Irvin with another point in this game. And with a 6 and the 1-2 assist on this goal. I'm shaking, I'm sure. Let's see here, 2-1-4. I'm shaking, but I'm not shaking. 2-1-4, it's going to be Irvin from Rod Gilbert. And the second one is, let's see here, 364. Okay, not a fan of the Dice Towers. Hey, Al, what's going on, man? 364 is going to be the secondary assist. Walt Tkachuk. Awesome, man. Glad to see you here. Anyway, and so I should have done what you do, actually. I should have put something here in the beginning. You're really good about that with your videos, with your live streams, Al, about putting, and thank you for the like as well. I presume it's yours. You're the only other one watching. I don't like my own stuff. I just feel a little strange. Actually, that's not true. I have done it the odd time when it was something that I really, anyway, for the most part, I don't. However, what was I going to say there? Yeah, normally I would introduce this. Hey, Dave, what's going on, man? Normally I would introduce this, or I would want to introduce this with a, I guess, a blurb or whatever at the top of the chat. But your like is pending. All right. Yes. I don't blame you, man. Boston's down by 2, Dave. I will not take it personally. If it's any consolation, Boston got off to a really hot start in this one, but they were unsuccessful on like a handful of scoring chances. You can rewind it if that's even possible and go through the first period. Anyway, so yeah, Boston, they had control here in period 1. 3 more minutes off the clock now. We're in the second period here in game 1 at MSG, and there will be a scoring chance with the roll of 42. That's going to go New York's way. I'm going to get a downvote at this rate. So New York up 5-2 here with that roll of a 6 and a 2, and or an unsub, and or both. Anyway, that was 665 initially. That's going to go to Ab DeMarco Jr. Talk about an unlikely playoff hero here in the final. DeMarco Jr. is, he scored his second here of the night. And so DeMarco Jr. here, 1 assist on DeMarco Jr.'s goal. A lot of red 6s. Sorry about that. 253 is going to be Jean Rattel. So DeMarco Jr. from Jean Rattel. The time of the goal here at 12:03. And we advance forward. Actually, no, we don't. We stay in the same minute here with the Snake Eyes. 24, that's going to be a Boston chance here. Boston trying to come back in this one. 2 and a 4, of course. They're unsuccessful there. 2 more minutes come off the clock now. Just past minute 14 without a chance. Just past minute 16 without a chance. Just past minute 19 without a chance here. And we're going to stay in the 19th minute here of the second period with a 4 and the 5. That's going to go New York's way. And New York with a 6 and the 3. They're unsuccessful on this one. So we advance into the third period here. Close game factor not in effect. Bruins down by 3 here in game 1. There is a chance, however, the 63. Ooh, that's just barely New York's chance. New York with the 1 and the 6. They're not successful on it this time. So we roll forward here. Another minute and another chance. 56. Once again, it's New York's chance. And New York with the 5 and the 1. Unable to score on it. Pete Peters with the save. We're going to stay in the same minute, but without a chance. So we're going to get a chance here just into minute 3 with a 61. Oh, that's New York's again. New York with the 3 and the 2. So they've taken a 6-2 lead here in the series opening game here at MSG. And with a 2:36 here, scoring the goal for New York is Rod Gilbert. Gilbert here is going to have 2 assists on his goal. The first going to 155. That is Gilbert as well. Let's see here. 5:26 is Bill Fairburn. So Rod Gilbert from Bill Fairburn. And 3:55 is either Walt Tkachuk or Jim Nelson. That's going to go Walt Tkachuk's way as well. Tkachuk with like his 13th point here in the postseason. And the exact time of the goal. Oops, the exact time of the goal. Let's see. Let's say 57. So at 3:57 here in period 3, we're going to get another chance here just past minute 6 of period 3. 65. That's a Boston chance. Trying to salvage a little here late. And with the 5 and the 6 and the higher close game factor, the Boston Bruins have come back here a little, slightly. And scoring for Boston this time, 135. That's Barry Peterson. And let's see here. Whoops, 2 assists on Peterson's goal. The first with 6:54 goes to Terry O'Reilly. Peterson from Terry O'Reilly, and 165 is Rick Middleton. And the time of this goal is 49. So it's 6:49 here. Lotto 6:49. Let's see here. 2 more minutes off the clock with no chance. 3 more minutes off the clock. No chance for either team. We advance another minute here, chanceless. We advance another 2, chanceless. And another 3 here, chanceless. So New York's just trying to get out of this game now. 3 more minutes. I will allow a chance here with that roll of 25. It went into 20 and not past 20. Yes, I'm host ruling it a little. So 43, that's going to be a Rangers chance anyway here. Maybe they're going to pop an empty netter late. With the 6, I'm always forgetting, actually. I think 6 is an empty net goal. You know what? We're going to credit them with an empty net goal here. And let's see here. So the Rangers here in the final minute just feels right. 6:41. I mean, I don't know. Boston, would they have pulled P. Peters down by 3? I think in the postseason you have to. You have nothing to lose. It's not like you're competing for a spot or slot in the standings. So, sorry. It's going to be, who did I say there? Either Stewart or wait, 6:41. Sorry, 6:41. Either Gary Doak or Ron Stewart. Let's go Ron Stewart. And, sorry, I only have to look at the 2 there. I mean the red and the white. So 2 assists on this goal, 124. It's Rod Stewart from Vic Hadfield. Ron Stewart, rather, from Rod Stewart. Yes, Rod Stewart has scored here at MSG. Goodness, Stewart from Hadfield, and to get that second assist there, 161, Gilbert. Okay, so anyway, 1 game in the books, and it's a 7-3 final score here. Might as well show it before I change it. So 7-3 will tally 1 up here for New York. I mean, I guess I could as a formality do 1 final roll. That's not a white 1 or a 2, so we're out of this game. And we're into game 2, which will also be an MSG. Boston hoping probably to get off to the kind of a hot start that they got into the first game, though they couldn't beat Eddie Jackman. And let's see here, and I think I'll have a sip. I know Al is also very good about that, announcing, the sip in between rounds and things like that. So two hands in the cup don't make any comparisons. It's just a little slippery, and I have the laptop right there. So anyway, here we go for game 2. 2 minutes into it, we're going to get a scoring chance off the bat in this one as well. With that roll of a 41, though, it's going to be New York kicking things off in the chance department. And with the follow-up 41, it's going to be the Rangers taking a 1-0 lead here early in game 2. Nobody ever said it would be easy for the 83 Boston Bruins. This is not their 72 counterparts. 3:23 here for the initial goal. That's going to go Jean Rattel's way. His first goal of the series. And he's got 9 goals and 15 points coming into this. That'll be his 10th of the playoffs. And we have 2 assists in Rattel's goal. The first one, 154, goes Rod Gilbert's way. Let's see if I can roll up and roll out the gag line here. The second one, 166, also Gilbert. We can't have that. So with the 325, that is going to be Brad Park, actually. So Rattel from Gilbert and Park here, the time of the goal. Relatively early into game 2. It's going to be at 2:23 rather in game 2. So just past 2 minutes in game 2, and the Rangers already have a lead. Just past minute 4 without a chance, and another minute and no chance, and then we're going to have another couple here without a chance as well. Just past minute 9, still without a chance. We will get one actually, 33 at MSG. So here in a minute 11 with the 23, it's going to be a Boston chance to tie. Boston with the 2 and the 6, they have tied the game here at 1 in game 2. Have the Boston Bruins. So let's see, your scoring for Boston 423 will be Keith Crowder. And Keith Crowder, a pair of assists on his goal. The first going to 322 is Ray Bourque. So Keith Crowder from Ray Bourque. And 114, Barry Peterson. Peterson with like 19 points in the postseason, second to Gilbert Perreault. It'll be pretty hard for him to catch Perreault, who sits with 25, even though he's, naturally, obviously been eliminated. Anyway, 0-2. So at 11:02 here, Boston has even the score at MSG in another minute and another chance. With the 25, this is going to go Boston's way. Boston chance to take the lead, and they don't succeed. So 2 more minutes come off the clock here. Another couple of minutes, there will be a chance with this one. 11, once again, it goes to the Bruins. The Bruins with the 6 and the 5, they've taken a 2-1 lead here at Madison Square Garden in game 2 in period 1. And let's see here, 4:16, that is 416 either. Well, it's going to be one Crowder or another. We're going to give this one to Bruce Crowder. And a pair of assists on Bruce Crowder's goal. The first going 254 is Ray Bourque once more with another assist. And then 443 is Peter McNabb. So Crowder from Bourque and Peter McNabb, the time of the goal, 16:03 here in the first period still of game 2. Another minute off the clock without a chance, and we're going to stay in the same minute with that roll of a white 1. Another 2 minutes here, just about out of period 1. We're now just past 2 minutes into period 2 without a chance. Stay in the same minute, but 41's not low enough for a chance. Just past minute 5 here in period 2, another chance, 43. The Rangers now have the chance to tie, and they make good on it here with the roll of a 5 and a 6. So here in period 2, the Rangers back here at MSG, they've evened the score. Let's see, 412 on the goal. That's going to be Brad Park. Parks had a pretty productive night and series and playoffs and regular season for that matter. 2 assists on Parks' goal, 421 with the first one is Walt Tkachuk. And the second, 324 is, that's going to be Park himself actually. Park from Walt Tkachuk and 454 is Dale Rolfe. And the time of the goal is going to be a 5. I'm going to do that again. That's another 03. Well, 507. A lot of blue 1s and red 6s and 3 and 6. So we're going to advance 8 minutes now, just past the 8-minute mark. No chance. There's no chance here. So we're just past the halfway point here in game 2. 3 more minutes come off the clock without a chance. Another couple of minutes here, no chance. We're going to stay, though, just past minute 16, no chance. We're going to advance 2 more minutes here, just past minute 18. Now we're into the third period. Close game factor in effect here. The Boston Bruins, the one advantage they have over New York is they do have the higher close game factor by 8-6. So let's see if they can do anything with it here, just past minute 3 and without a chance. We're going to get no chance, actually, into minute 4, and we're going to stay in minute 4. Just past minute 6 here without a chance. Just past minute 9, 11 minutes away from sudden death OT. So just past minute 12, there will be a chance here. One team or another, 56. That's the Rangers. The Rangers with the 2 and the 4. They don't score on it. Saved by Pete Peters here. 3 more minutes off the clock. With the 26 here, that's going to be a chance for Boston here to take a lead late. Boston with the 1 on the 1. Let's see a save. So the save and the higher close game factor. So what they need to do, they have a higher close game factor at 2. So I'm 99% sure they have to roll lower than a 43 in order for this to count and stay. Yes. So I'm going to roll the 2 dice once more. If this is below a 43, then Boston is taking a 3-2 lead here. Oh, it's a 64. So Jackman somehow comes up with the save. The puck is on the line and not over it, and we play on. Another 2 minutes come off the clock here, just past minute 17. And you know what? We're going to be in our first minute here of sudden death OT. So game 2 here of the series has found its way into sudden death. And there's going to be a chance here, 2 minutes into overtime. 2 minutes into overtime with the 55. That's a New York Rangers chance. And the Rangers with a 6 and the 1. They are unsuccessful on it. Peters with another big stop. Another minute and another chance here with a roll of 46. Once again, it goes the Rangers' way. And the Rangers with another 5 and a 1. So Pete Peters again here. He's come up big for Boston. 3 more minutes come off the clock here, just past minute 6. This time it's going to be a chance for the Boston Bruins here to steal it in OT in game 2. And the Bruins with the 4 and the 3, they're unsuccessful in this one here. So 3 more minutes come off the clock now, just past minute 9. Just past minute 9 and a tense one. We're going to stay just past minute 9. Another chance, 64. Once again, just barely Boston's chance. Boston with the 6 and the 4. There you go, the follow-up 6 and 4. Boston has stolen one in this series. And here in OT at MSG here, game 2. The Boston Bruins, and before I forget, because I just want a tight competitive series, so before I forget here, 316, Ray Bourque, he's had at least, I think, 3 points in this game. So it is Ray Bourque, and Ray Bourque, there will be a pair of assists on his goal. It's Bourque from Barry Peterson. That makes total sense. And 153 probably in Rick Middleton's range. So Bourque from Peterson to Middleton, how does that sound? Here in OT, and it's going to be a 24 here. So here in 9:24 in OT, the Boston Bruins final score of 3-2 here. They have even the series at 1, and now we're headed to the Garden. Sorry if I'm butchering that, Dave. Or Al for that matter. So here at the Garden, I'm going to try to move this down to signify that Boston is at home. Slide this down. So we have 2 games here in Boston now with a 1-1 series. And so Boston has taken a game at MSG. They split 1-1 in New York. And we're back to Boston here for game 3. Another sip. Okay. So 1-1 after two games. If you're just wanting a competitive series, you couldn't ask for better thus far. So here we go. Game three scoring chances. These could be a little lower scoring. You'd be surprised how much of a difference even that little bit can make. There will be fewer chances, likely mathematically, possibility percentage wise, and thus also the possibility of there being fewer goals as a result. But anyway, we're going to stay in the 0 minute. We're going to advance just past minute two. This will be our first chance here in Boston. With the roll of a 15 and the scoring chances for this one, Boston 15 to 43, the Rangers 11 to 14 and 44 to 66. So the Boston chance here. And the Bruins have taken a 1-0 lead here at the Garden. Dave, I wish I could get your soundbite actually to say the Garden for that one. I should have actually spelled it Dagahden or Dun or something like that in the other semifinal video. Anyway, scoring for the Bruins here in Boston, 422. That will be Keith Crowder. Keith Crowder here, the 5 and the 4, just the one assist on this goal. 566 for that assist means it goes Craig McTavish's way. McTavish picks up another point here in the final, and it's going to be at 0-2. So at 2:02 here in Boston, the Bruins have taken a 1-0 lead here in Game 3. And with the 3 and the 5 here, that's going to go just past minute 5 here without a chance, but we stay in the same minute. With that roll of a 56, that's New York's chance here to tie. New York with the 4 and the 5, they're unsuccessful on it. Peters with the save. We stay in the same minute here. 23, that goes Boston's way this time. Boston with the 3 and the 5, they've taken a 2-0 lead here at the Garden. So scoring this time for Boston. With the 152, that's Barry Peterson. Barry Peterson, I only have to look at these two assists on Peterson's goal. The first with the roll of 365 is going to Bruce Crowder, so Peterson from Bruce Crowder. And the second one at 2:31, that's going to be Mike Krushelnyski, his first point of this final. So Peterson from Crowder, Bruce, and Mike Krushelnyski here, the time of the goal at 5:39. So Boston here scored twice in the opening 5 minutes and 39 seconds of the game. We get another scoring chance just past minute 7 with the roll of 51. It's New York with the 1 and the 1. They don't score on it. So Peters backstopping the Bruins here. Let's see here, just past minute 9 with the roll of a 16. That's going to be another chance for the Bruins. The Bruins with the 5 and the 4 also unsuccessful here, trying to go ahead by 3. 3 more minutes off the clock here without a chance, and another 2, and a chance this time with the roll of a 26. That's going to be a Boston chance here once more. Boston with the 6 and the 1, and much like Game 1, a number of chances now unsuccessful. And so we, goodness, and the laptop just, I don't know why. I know that doesn't have to be going here in order for me to do this, but that just bothers me. Anyway, it's going to be another minute off the clock here, just past minute 15 as I enter in my password and log back in. Hopefully it didn't cut out on me. Did it cut out on me? Let's see here. I'm live, but I'm muted. Sorry about this. Anyway, there was no chance here in that roll. Actually, we're going to stay in the same minute here, just past minute 15. And with the roll of a 15, it's going to be Boston scoring chance. Boston with the 2 and the 1. They don't score in this one either, so we advance 3 more minutes with a chance just past minute 18. And the 34, it's going to be a Boston Bruins chance. Boston with the 2 and the 5. They don't score in that one. Look at me all excited, ready to change the score for them. 33, we go into period 2 rather here without a chance. But 3 minutes later, we will have a chance. 45, just barely in New York's territory. New York with the 4 and the 2. They don't score in this one either. Pete Peters backstopping the Bruins so well thus far. And let's see, it's going to be here just past 6 minutes. With another chance, 64. Again, that goes New York's way. New York this time with a 1 and a 2. Also unsuccessful. A lot of unsuccessful chances now. New York so far at the Garden, sort of mimicking Boston in Game 1 at MSG. Anyway, with that 25, we're going to get 3 more minutes off the clock here and another chance with the roll of 11. That's New York's chance. New York finally with a 3 and a 5. They finally strike here. Just past minute 9 here in Game 3. So a 2-1 hockey game, scoring for New York this time. We have a 5:25 here, so that will mean that's going to be Bruce McGregor's goal. Bruce McGregor, 2 assists on his goal. With the 5:31, that is Bill Fairburn. Bruce McGregor from Bill Fairburn. And I can't remember now if I rolled up 1 or 2 assists. 161, Rod Gilbert. And the time of the goal is 9:34. Okay, we stay in the same minute. With that 34, it's going to be a chance for Boston to restore their 2-goal lead. And with the 4, they do it. Look at that. The Boston Bruins strike back immediately to keep their 2-goal lead intact. And scoring for Boston, let's see here, 5:22. That is Peter McNabb. Peter McNabb assisting on Peter McNabb's goal. We're going to have a pair of assists. The first one here, 366, possibly also McNabb. No, it's either Bruce or Keith. It's going to be Bruce Crowder, McNabb from Bruce Crowder, and I think I said a pair of assists, so 446 is going to be, well, McNabb can't assist on his own goal. 664, let's give it to either Brad Park or Gord Kluzak. Brad Park, okay. Anyway, in the time of the goal here, 9. I might have to make an adjustment on this one. 9:16 here, we'll save for the time being, though. Okay, so another minute and another chance here. With that roll of a 51, again, it's New York's a chance to once again get back to within 1, but they don't do it. So we're going to advance another minute here, just past minute 11, just past minute 12, just past minute 15. Still no chances. And we stay in the same minute, but we're still without a chance. We go another minute without a chance. We're going to finally get one just past minute 17 with that roll of a 31. It goes to Boston. Boston with a 6 and the 6 here, still in period 2. They have taken a 3-goal lead here in game 3. Okay, it is 4-1 Boston. 4-1 Boston here in game 3. Get Dave back in here. Tell him it's okay. Let's see here. Whoops, 5 and a 4. It'd be more okay if I could roll correctly. Let's see, 5:35. That will be Mike Milbury. You know it's a good night when Mike is scoring for you here. Okay, so Milbury here with the goal. Let's see here. Pair of assists on the goal. 255 is going to be Ray Bourque. So Milbury from Ray Bourque. And watch me roll up another defenseman here. Let's see. 561 is Luke Dufour. What position did Dufour play, Dave? If you can hear me. Let's see here. 1709, the goal. I should know that, but I don't offhand. The positions aren't printed here. I know I've looked at it before, but you can't remember everything that you look at in Hockey Reference. Anyway, it's going to be 3 more minutes off the clock here, so we're into period 3, and the close game factor is not in effect with the Bruins up by a trio. Thanks for the like, Dave, presumably. I'm going to try to keep Boston ahead here, I guess. With that 21, we will get a chance here as well in the first minute of the third period with a roll of a 15. It's going to be Boston. Boston with a 3 and the 2, and they've taken a 4-goal lead here in period 3. Okay, my goodness. Wouldn't it be a heartbreaker if New York came back? 124, that's Barry Peterson here. Let's see here. Barry Peterson, 2 assists on Peterson's goal, 516. That's going to be Brad Park. It's Peterson from Park. And 513, that would be Park again, I think. 355, that is going to be Bruce Crowder. Feels like Crowder's getting a lot of points in this. Of course, I'm not writing anything down. I'm going to listen to myself after the fact and then do the stats and put them over on Delphi. 56 here. So 56 seconds into period 3, and it is the Bruins up by 4 here. 1-1 is the series score. If you're just just tuning in or whatever, 1-1 is the series score, and Boston up here in game 3. Anyway, another minute off the clock without a chance this time. Another couple without a chance. Chances here, we need to go 31 or below to get a chance. So another couple of minutes here off the clock. There will be a chance here just past minute 10 here in the third period. With that roll of 11, it's going New York's way. New York with the 2 and the 5, they don't score on it. So another minute off the clock with that white 2. Now we have another couple minutes off the clock, still without a chance, but we stay in the same minute here. With that chance, 66, that goes New York's way. New York with the 1 and the 3. So they have only about 7 minutes to go, but they're just down by 3 now. Scoring for the Rangers this time with the 6:33. That will be Bobby Rousseau. Bobby Rousseau here, folk hero in this project. Mostly for Montreal, but a little bit for New York as well. 2 assists on his goal here. 3:45 for the first assist. That goes Jim Nelson's way. And I think like Johnny Busick, Jim Nelson also had the nickname Chief, I think, did he not? 446 is Bruce McGregor with another point. And the time of the goal here, 13:04 of period 3. So just under 7 minutes to go here. Can the Bruins maintain their lead? We have another minute and we have another chance. With that roll of a 44, ooh, that's just barely in New York's range. New York with the 4 and the 2, they don't score. Pete Peters with another big stop here late. 2 more minutes come off the clock here. And we get another 3 minutes here. We're into the final minute here of game 3. We will have a chance, however. With that roll of a 31, again, that goes Boston's way. Boston with the 2 and the 3. So sending a message here perhaps to the New York Rangers at the tail end of game 3. Scoring for the Boston Bruins here with a 5:32. That is once again either Brad Park or Mad Mike with the 0. That's going to go Brad Park's way. Park with at least a goal and an assist in this one, and a pair of assists on his last-minute goal. 3:35 for the first one. That's going to be Mike O'Connell. It's Park from O'Connell in 4:44 with the trio of fours. Peter McNabb again with an assist. And how close to the end of the game are we? 37. So 23 seconds to go. If this is not a white one or a white two, they get out of this one with a 2-1 series lead. And indeed they do. So it's a 2-1 series lead. Hi, Ken. It's a 2-1 series lead here for the Boston Bruins after 3. And game 4 here still at the Garden. And let's see here. We're going to reset the score after that 6-2 final score. And, of course, I need a sip here. So, and then I'll tally for Boston. I won't forget to do that. Anyway, Cam, one of the reasons I'm rolling ahead with this one actually is so that I can what am I doing here? It's weird because Boston is on the other side. I have to remember to tally on Boston's side that they are up 2-1 in the series. And yeah, this I can really sort of get going full steam ahead on the Hockey Bones series, or the Hockey Bones series, the Hockey Bones project after this one. And because I know that's what Dave wants to see more of. And also, too, I have something that I will say at the end about bringing another series into the, or another project into the rotation, I guess is what I mean to say. Anyway, game 4 here. Bruins up 2-1 after 3. So let's see what we get here. We're going to get 3 minutes here into game 4. There will be a chance here right off the bat. Once again, there's been a lot of that early. With that, with that roll of 61, that is me nudging the camera and New York getting a chance. And the Rangers here with the 5 and the 6. So unfortunately, the Rangers have stricken first here in the 4th game here at the Garden. 1:45 here. That's going to be Vic Hadfield. The Rangers quite hungry and eager for revenge here. A pair of assists in Hadfield's goal. 5:16. That's going to be Bill Fairburn with the initial helper, and getting the secondary 6:42 is Phil Goyette. And the time of the goal, 36. So here at 3:36 into the 4th game, and okay, Ed Hospodar, he played for Philly in the mid-'80s as well. I remember him from a project, the 85 Flyers, my League of Champions and Presidents. Anyway, with the roll of 44 here, we go just past minute 5 here in period 3 without a chance. Stay in the same minute, but without a chance. 3 more minutes, chance here just past minute 8. 65, once again, it's a New York Rangers chance. New York with the 3 and the 5. Bad news, guys. It's going to be 2-0 here for the Rangers, and so they've taken a 2-0 lead relatively early. Here with the 4:42 scoring for the Rangers. Let's see here, 4:42, Walt Tkachuk has scored the goal, and 2 assists on Tkachuk's goal. The first one, 6:11, goes to Bobby Rousseau. Tkachuk from Bobby Rousseau, and I think I said 2 assists, so 4:55 is going to be Dale Rolfe. Feels like Rolfe is getting a little more points than one would think just looking at where he is in the card and what his range is. Anyway, 28. So at 8:28 here in period 1, it's 2-0 for the Rangers in game 4. 2 more minutes and another chance. 51. Ooh, that's a Rangers chance. The Rangers with the 5 and the 4 unsuccessful on it. Another minute comes off the clock here just past minute 11 with another chance. 13. Once again, it's been all New York here in game 4 in Boston. New York, look at that. They take a 3-0 lead here. So some lopsided hockey here in the past several periods, whether it went Boston's way or New York's. But scoring for the Rangers this time here. I mean, it is still early, though. The Bruins still have time. 1:44, that's going to be Hadfield with another. Pretty sure that's his second in this one. And 2 assists here in Hadfield's goal. The first one, 1:13. Hadfield can't assist on his own goal. 5:54 is Bobby Rousseau. Hadfield from Bobby Rousseau. And 2:55 is Jean Rattel. Here, the time of the goal is 11:33. So 11 and a half minutes, and the Rangers already up by a trio. 2 more minutes come off the clock now with another chance. 55. Again, it's New York. New York doesn't score in this one here. Let's see here. 3 more minutes off the clock now. Another couple of minutes without a chance. And the first minute here of the second period, we will have a chance with the roll of 13. Again, it's New York's. New York doesn't score on this one either. So we're going to take 3 more minutes off the clock here. We'll have another chance, 36. Finally a Boston chance. Boston makes good on it. So they're finally on the board here in the Garden in game 4. We have a 3-1 score here. 6:35 scoring for Boston is Craig McTavish. Craig McTavish here. Let's see here. Assisting on his goal. 2 assists on McTavish's goal. 3:25 is Ray Bourque. Bourque with another point here. He's had a pretty productive final, pretty productive series. And 5:35 for the second assist is Tom Fergus. McTavish from Bourque and Tom Fergus here at 3:57. Boston's finally on the board. And another 2 minutes. They might have another chance here with the 53. Sorry about that. Premature. It's going to be New York's chance. New York. Look at that. They've restored the 3-goal lead. So 4-1 New York here in game four. 5:22 on the goal. That means Bruce McGregor with another point here. 2 assists on McGregor's goal. The first 5:22 is going to be Bill Fairburn, and the second 2:61 is John Rattel. And the time of the goal is what I meant to say there at 04 here at 5:04 in period 2. Okay, 3 more off the clock now without a chance. And we're actually going to stay in the same minute, though. With a chance, 46. Again, it's New York's. New York with the 6. They're unsuccessful in this one here. 3 more off the clock. Just past the halfway mark here of game 4. I have to remember, 33 is only at MSG. 31 is no good in Boston. Hopefully I haven't screwed up on that at all in this. Anyway, just past minute 16 here, we will get a chance. With that rollover 44, it's going to be, oh my goodness, 15-43 Boston. That means that it goes to New York. New York doesn't score on it, though. Let's see here, another 2 minutes off the clock here, getting toward the end of period 2. With the chance, 35, finally a Boston chance. Boston with the 1 and the 2. They don't score on theirs either. 3 more off the clock now. We're into the third period. And without a chance, another 3 minutes off the clock here without a chance. Another 3 minutes off the clock here and no chance. And we're going to stay in the same minute. But again, we're looking for that next chance. 2 more off the clock. We don't get it here. 3 more off the clock. 8 minutes to go with a chance. 24, that's going to be a Bruins chance. And Boston with another 2 and a 4. They don't score on this one either. Just past minute 13 here without a chance. So 14 here. We will get another chance here. 46. Again, it's New York's, though. New York with the 1 and the 3 here, adding insult to injury. They're up by 4 here in period 3. So 4:16 this time for New York. That's going to be it's going to be Brad Park scoring. I think Park actually is produced for both teams in this one. That's going to happen. That's likely to happen. So Park with the goal, 1 assist on Park's goal, and the 1 assist here. 265 is let's see here. That's actually Park. On that note, Dave, did you call that one? 6:12. It's going to be Bobby Rousseau actually with another point. Little surprise to anyone who knows this project. 14:59, so it's 14:59, 5-1 here for the Rangers. And let's see here, 5-1 for the Rangers. 2 more off the clock now. Let's see if Boston can salvage anything late with the 64. Not this time. 1 and the 2. New York, close game factor not in effect. So 2 more minutes off the clock here. Boston might just be looking to get out of this one. I will allow a chance here in the final minute. 31 is Boston. Boston with the 3 and the 5 and the higher close game factor. So the very definition of too little too late here. Although if I roll a bunch of white 1s and 2s, maybe they can get a few goals here within a minute. But scoring for Boston here to give the Bruins, those still in their seats at the Garden, giving them a little something, I guess, to cheer about. It's Rick Middleton. I think that's his first goal of the series. He's had points. That might be his first goal, though. If I'm not mistaken, that'd be his 8th of the postseason. I think 2 assists on his goal, 661. That's going to go to Brad Park of Boston and not of New York. And then 365 is going to be Bruce Crowder with the follow-up. So how much time is left in this one? 19:01, 59 seconds to go. So let's see. No, that's a white. That came out the white 6 there initially. So we are going back to MSG here for Game 5, and I should mark that New York has evened the series at 2. But Boston did steal 1 at MSG and OT at the end of Game 2. So let's see what we get here. We're going to slide it back to signify that we're back at Madison Square Garden, back at the other Garden. And lo and behold, once again here, I have to, whoops, I just shut the thing clean off. Anyway, hopefully this is still going and still on. Bees fans, absolutely not, please, Ken. I concur. Let me try to get myself up live here again. Okay, so here at Game 5 in MSG, going to take the sip. I don't actually have an official Consolation Cup. I'm thinking this is about the closest thing that I do have. So anyway, let's see here. So we're going to get 2 minutes off the clock here in Game 4. And, of course, scoring chances at a roll of 33 or below. Given that the red is a 3 and the white is a 4, it does mean that we don't have a chance here from the get-go this time. So anyway, 2 more minutes off the clock now and no chance. And another 3 without a chance. Whoops. You know what I should do, actually? So as not to confuse myself and anyone that might still be, looking and not just listening, I should actually reset the score to 0. It's a little unfair to put Boston down by 3 to kick things off. And probably I should also switch colors as well. I don't think New York wants the yellow. I don't think Boston wants the blue. Anyway, I Can't remember now. I'm going to just re-roll here. So 2 more minutes come off the clock. No chance. There will be a chance here just past minute 11. With that roll of a 15, chances here at it's 11 to 26. That's in Boston's range. Boston has scored first here at MSG in Game 5. So scoring for the Bruins this time. Let's see here. We have a 642. That will be either Craig McTavish or Randy Hillier. That's going McTavish's way. It feels like McTavish is sort of outproduced here in this series. 546 here. So actually, just the one, a third of one Boston fan. 160. How does that even work out? 163. It's going to be Rick Middleton assisting here on McTavish's goal. And I think I just said just the one assist anyway. We're just going to award one. 06. So here at 11:06 here. So Boston up here in Game 5, series even at 2. And just past the 13th minute here with the 24. Again, it's Boston. Boston with the 3 and the 5. Look at this. They've taken a 2-goal lead here at MSG here in period 1. And whoops, I have to drop all 3 here. Scoring for the Bruins, 624. That's going to be Luc Dufour. Luc Dufour at 624, and there will be 2 assists on his goal. Let's see here. 553 from Dufour. That's going to be Tom Fergus. And 542 is also Tom Fergus. Let's see here. 564 is Craig McTavish. I think he can assist on it. Dufour from Fergus and McTavish here. The time of the goal is 13:43. All right, let's see here. We stay in the same minute. 63 this time. This is a New York chance. New York with the 3 and the 4 unsuccessful on it. Peters with a big save back the other way. And 2 more minutes. What I should cheat for Boston. Game 7. Let's see here. Yes, I don't know actually. Boston fans versus New York. I don't know. Hard to say. 2 more minutes coming off the clock here. So just past minute 15. Maybe Boston's a little more popular in the community though. There's going to be a chance here. 26. It will be a Bruins chance. Bruins with the 3 and the 6 unsuccessful in this one, but they're up by 2. And so let's see here. We get a chance here just past minute 17 as well. And with that roll of a 35, that's going to be a New York chance. New York with the 6 and the 1 unsuccessful on it here. Peters keeping the door shut. We're never going to get out of this minute. Finally, we do just past minute 18. Here in the second period, good for a chance in the first minute here at MSG. 16, once again, it's a Bruins chance. Bruins with a 2 and the 3. They're up by 3 here at MSG in Game 5. So scoring for Boston. Let's see here, 164, that is Rick Middleton. I think he's up to 9 goals down the postseason. 2 assists on Middleton's goal. The first here with the 461 is Peter McNabb. Middleton from McNabb, and 431 is Keith Crowder. Here, the time of the goal here. Apparently, we're 55 seconds into the second period, and 3 more minutes come off the clock now with another chance. 42, that's going to be a Rangers chance. The Rangers with the 3 and the 6, unsuccessful on it. 2 more minutes off the clock. And 55, there will be a chance here. 55, again, it's New York's. New York with the 3 and the 6. Again, they fail to score. We stay in the same minute. Let's see here. I don't know how many more octaves I can go up. There will be another chance here. 36, again, it's the Rangers. The Rangers, once again, how many unsuccessful chances have they had in this one? 3 more minutes off the clock without a chance. We stay in the same minute. We advance another with a chance just past minute 9. 65, it's a Bruins chance. Look at that. After that many unsuccessful Rangers chances, we have a 4-0 game here for the Bruins. I can't imagine those in attendance in New York right now, what's going on. Let's see here. So we have 262 for Boston. That's Mike Krushelnyski with the goal and 1 assist on Krushelnyski's goal. Krushelnyski. 352, that is Mike O'Connell. Krushelnyski from O'Connell. Here at 13, here at 9:13 of period 2. And 64, so 2 more minutes come off the clock now, just past minute 11, just past minute 12, just past minute 15. Boston's liking this, just past minute 18. We stay in minute 18. We still stay in minute 18, though, chanceless. So here in the final minute of the second period with the roll of a 14, Boston, they don't score on this one here. They could have taken a lead by 5 into period 3. 2 more off the clock now with no chance. Another 3 in chanceless. Another 2 in chanceless. A lot of high rolls here. We stay in the same minute with that high roll. Another couple, 33. That's good for a chance at MSG. 63, just barely New York's. New York with the 4 and the 4. Close game factor not in effect. So this actually does break Pete Peters' shutout bid here. He 48 minutes there, I guess, that he didn't allow a goal in this game. But scoring for New York this time with a 4:42, it is going to be Walt Tkachuk. And assisting on Tkachuk's goal, just the 1 assist. And that's coming courtesy of 413, which is also Walt Tkachuk. And 6:33 instead means it's going to Phil Goyette. So the veteran center, and here at 39, so at 8:39 of period 3. 3 more minutes come off the clock, just past minute 11, and just past minute 12, and just past minute 14 here. Boston maintaining a 3-goal lead. Just past minute 17, look at this. And look, that's it. I mean, it's okay. It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. But what it does mean is that here, going into Game 6 back at the Garden, the Boston Bruins have taken a 3-2 lead here in the series. That was a fast one. It's funny actually when you roll high and you roll above the scoring chances, you can really blitz and zip through a game of this rather quickly. So here we're going back to Boston Garden for Game 6. The Bruins up 3-2 in the series. I think it's safe to say they put up a pretty darn good fight in this one, no matter what happens from here. So, not cheating for Boston, no cheating necessary. So here, Game 6 at the Garden. Game 6 at the Garden, the Boston Bruins 1 goal away from doing much like the installment 11 years earlier for Boston did, and that's eliminate. I believe Boston eliminated New York in 72, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I am. So we're going to take 3 minutes off the clock here. We're back in Boston, so I should do this as well. We are back in Boston, and so scoring chances here 31 or below, so 36 means we don't get a chance here in the first 3 minutes. 2 more minutes off the clock now. And yeah, winning at 6 is okay, right? Another couple off the clock here, still scoreless. 3 more minutes off the clock, and we're scoreless. This series is really tightened up here. Another 3 without a chance. I should say chanceless and not scoreless. Another couple go by. We will get a chance here just past minute 15 of period 1. With that roll of a 24, boys, that is a Bruins chance. And the Bruins with a 3-1. Look at this. They've taken, so the Rangers facing elimination. The Boston Bruins have taken the lead here early in Game 6 with a roll of a 4:33. That is Keith Crowder. Keith Crowder with the goal. And Crowd, I wish, anyway, I'm not going to try to imitate. It's let's see here, Crowder with the chowder early here in Game 6, and 5:53 is going to be Tom Fergus. I'll award another assist. I can't remember now if it was 1 assist or 2. 3:42, it's Mike O'Connell getting another point here. So Crowder from whoever I said first, and O'Connell here. I'm getting a bit shaky here at 19. So here at 15:19, wow. This is a project I started in January. Anyway, it's going to be 2 more off the clock here, just out of range here at the Garden. And let's see here. And then so we're through the first period. So 2 periods to go here. Boston with the narrow 1-goal lead after 1. Okay, into period 2 here. Another 3 minutes off the clock. Oh, sorry. Wait, no, 0 and then 3. That's right. Okay. Another 3 minutes off the clock here. So just past minute 6. Just past minute 8. Boston's loving these high rolls. We're halfway through the game now. We're another 3 minutes off the clock. I got to shake. Okay, 2 more minutes off the clock, though. So Boston, some really good defensive hockey here. 24 minutes to go in this hockey game. Look at this, another 3 off the clock. What is with all of these high rolls? Okay, look at this, another one. So we are 18 minutes away now from Boston maintaining this narrow 1-goal lead here. Let's see, 3 more minutes off the clock. So 15 to go here for Boston. We will get a chance with the Snake Eyes, though. And with that roll of a 13, that's going to be a New York Rangers chance to tie here. And the Rangers with the 6 and the 1, they failed to tie. And we're going to stay here in the same minute. Got to try to get some control over myself here. 25, there will be a chance here just past minute 8. With that roll of a 44, look at that. That's just out of Boston's range. So New York here. New York with the 5 and the 3. Let's see here with the 5 and the 3. And the close game factor is in effect, though. It's a 1-goal game. So how this will work if you're listening. The Rangers, their close game factor is 6. Boston's close game factor is 8. The Rangers do have to roll above a 43 because it's a goal with an asterisk. So in order for this goal to count, the Rangers in the follow-up roll have to go higher than 43. The red is the 10s and the white is the 1s. And with the 55, they do it. So it will be the Rangers here tying the game at 1 here with 12 minutes to go. 1 goal wasn't good enough for Boston. We have a 1-1 hockey game. Scoring that goal for the Rangers with a 1:22 is Vic Hadfield here. When needed, Hadfield getting the goal. And 5:41 here. 2 assists in the goal. The initial one, 5:41, is Ted Irvin. And the follow-up with the 3:42, that is Jim Nelson. So Hadfield from Irvin and Nelson here. The time of the goal is 8:51. 8:51 here, period 3, 1-1 hockey game here in Game 6 at Boston Garden. Okay, 2 more minutes come off the clock now. We will have a chance as well. And with that roll of a 33, it is going to be a Boston Bruins chance. Boston with a 10. That's a goal, any point, close game factor or not. It's going to be a 2-1 lead here for the Boston Bruins in Game 6, scoring the go-ahead goal with the 161, either Barry Peterson or Rick Middleton. Maybe they did like the Ovechkin Kuznetsov with the two sticks in the crease or whatever, and they slid it over the goal line together, did Peterson and Middleton. With that odd roll, it's going to be Rick Middleton here with the marker. And remember in that goal, it was fun too. Kuznetsov post game, his reaction to the it doesn't matter anyway. So assisting the goal, I think 2 assists on the goal. 6:15. That is going to be either McTavish or Hillier. That's going to be McTavish assisting on Middleton's goal. And I feel like, you know what, I'm going to give Barry Peterson an assist. I'm going to say actually they were touching it simultaneously. 2-1, evidently a New York fan has left, or probably just somebody with something else to do. It is daytime, of course, in North America. Let's see. It's going to be, so it is 2-1 Boston here, not going to be 2-1 Boston. I need a bit of a breather and a sip. I didn't get the time of the goal either. So New York finally ties the game just past minute 8. Now at 10:27, Boston is back in the lead. And let's see here in Game 6 with a chance to close it out and not have to return to MSG for Game 7. And we're going to get 2 minutes off the clock here, which is not good for a chance at the Garden. We're going to stay in the same minute, but 41 is too high for a chance. And look at this, another 2 minutes off the clock. 6 minutes to go. Look at this, 3 minutes. Boston, 3 minutes away from winning the Consolation Cup, of which I don't have a cup for. And with the 34, there's 1 minute to go here. The Boston Bruins up by 1. There's 1 minute to go here in period 3, here in Game 6. And with the third, they've done it. They've done it. The Boston Bruins. So it's a little late here to go full Al Red Sox fan, but they have done it. It is official. The Boston Bruins, we will not need a Game 7 here. In this series, the Boston Bruins have overcome all odds. And you know what? As a Habs fan, I always say respect your successor. Any year that a team eliminates Montreal in the playoffs, I go for that team, and I hope that that team goes all the way. Needless to say, Tampa went all the way this year, so whatever. If you're going to beat Montreal, at least go all the way and win it all. That's what the 1983 Boston Bruins here have done. They got into the playoffs. Some might argue, some critically so, undeserved. We are the champions. That's right, Al. Sing, buddy. I'm not going to sing. My voice is quite hoarse. I do a whole lot of using my voice throughout the day with my job and everything like that. So my voice is dead now. It's totaled. But anyway, what can I say? It's Boston has wow, and it was a tight one too here in Game 6. 2-1 final score. And thank you, Ken. Yes, nice series indeed. I agree. Where is Gardner? Again, Gardner could be at the rink. He could have any of many different things to do. He could have his own obligations. And I see Rob as well. I should head over there as well now to see who the Seattle. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al. Much appreciated. To see who the Seattle Kraken are. There are a lot of intriguing, youthful, and cheap contracts. A lot of good prospects. It'd be interesting to see, actually. I was talking before I started rolling this out, actually. I don't think anyone was here. But I am quite intrigued by what the Kraken will do, naturally, with their team. So I think back into the real life, real world offline hockey realm. Ken, you have a good one, too. I look forward, kind of, to rolling out the Sons of Dag in Week 8. I'm going to have to double check to see who they're playing. Actually, I think you're up against Larry's team, if I'm not mistaken. I think I build that as a matchup of the hardest working, the hardest hitting. Anyway, I see Al's getting ready to go, so I will conclude by saying this. Now that I'm finally done this project here, this Redemption League, to anybody that's, again, maybe follow this channel or whatever, any of the videos, any of the content on it, I will. And by saying this, now that this is done, it is time to go and party like it's 1925, if you know what I mean. Anyways, that's definitely enough out of me for the time being. So thanks again, and cheers, thanks, and bye for now.